The phone call arrived past midnight. My brother's voice remained composed. "What about your spouse?" I responded without hesitation. "New York," was my answer. "For business?" he asked, followed by a pause, then no. "She's in Hawaii, at my hotel, with another man, and she's using your debit card." I remained silent, focusing on the ceiling, ticking off the seconds, 3, 4, 5. He continued, "She used your name when checking in, expecting me to be on duty. She thought I wouldn't recognize her." My stomach didn't plummet, my heart didn't quicken. The most peculiar aspect was the calm. A chill more intense than anger seemed to take over. "I'll handle it," I replied before ending the call. That night, sleep eluded me. Instead, I mapped out strategies. Claire and I first crossed paths in law school. She was intelligent, sharp, ambitious, charismatic, the kind of woman who made everyone feel taller upon entering a room. I became smitten. She made me feel cherished, unique. We exchanged vows 5 years ago, constructing a life with well-oiled routines, shared accounts, travels, and smiles for dinner guests. Initially, it seemed like we were advancing side by side as two childless professionals. We had agreed to prepare before starting a family. She preferred waiting. Arguing timing was crucial. Reflecting now, there were hints I ignored. Frequent business trips, her phone always screened down, altered passwords, and implausible excuses were signs I chose to overlook. Love can be blinding. It can make one choose willful ignorance instead. She told me she was jetting off to New York for a conference. I drove her to the airport, kissed her goodbye, and asked for photos upon return. She chuckled, saying only if I looked good in them. She never did send any. After our conversation, I inspected our joint bank account. She had withdrawn $400 in Honolulu. Room service, spa fees, and breakfast for two. That hurt. Not just the infidelity, but the audacity. I discovered my extra credit card missing from our home safe along with her passport. I didn't accuse her yet. Instead, I texted, "Enjoying the conference? Missing you." She responded an hour later, very busy and productive. She said, "I love you." But she was in a hotel bed with another man when she did. Wearing the necklace I gifted on our anniversary, I saved her message. I called my brother again to ask for the hotel's room number. I gathered footage and names. He provided all the information I needed. He even took a picture of them by the pool. She was laughing in it. I scrutinized that image for a long time before starting to write. Not an email or letter, but a plan. Revenge isn't about anger, it's about precision. I started with our shared bank accounts, carefully transferring our savings into an individual account that she couldn't access. I froze the credit cards, contacted the bank, and reported my missing ATM card as stolen. All charges in Hawaii were flagged as fraudulent. The refund was immediate. Next, I consulted a lawyer, a friend, and shared all the details with him. Infidelity, misuse of funds. I sent screenshots, timestamps, receipts, and the incriminating photograph. On the same day, we drafted unyielding divorce papers that favored me in terms of asset separation, based on evidence rather than negotiation. I phoned the hotel and arranged for a private detective in Honolulu. I added a premium for confidentiality. He trailed them for a full day, collecting photos, videos, timestamp logs. It wasn't just casual. It was a vacation, complete with romantic dinners, an ocean view suite, and her hand in his pocket. The man? A young, flashy startup entrepreneur, financially unstable. An ideal match. I sent him an anonymous tip, informing him about Claire being married and enclosed a few photos. Since then, his Instagram has been inactive. Afterward, I waited. The following morning, Claire phoned me in a state of panic. She said someone had canceled the room reservation, and her credit cards weren't working. She couldn't reach the bank. What was happening? I kept my voice calm. "You tell me. How is New York?" A pause. Then she began, "I can explain." "No need. I've already informed my lawyer. You used my name, my funds, and my life to cheat on me publicly. You desired freedom, Claire. You got it. But this was a mistake. He means nothing. You billed a spa day to my card," I told her. "You've left your wedding ring in our bedroom drawer. Don't try to deceive me with feeble falsehoods." She started crying. I didn't show any concern. That part of my life was over. I sent him the evidence. I added, "He understands you're married. Isn't he gone?" She remained silent. "I already knew. You'll be served papers tomorrow," I said. "Sign promptly. or else this matter becomes public knowledge. The encounter didn't occur face to face. It was documented, silent, and coldly efficient in the notarized pages of legal documents. Her signature quivered. I watched her hand tremble as she signed through the glass partition in my lawyer's office. She looked at me once, seeking something, perhaps regret or mercy. Yet, I had long since buried those feelings. You were careless in your infidelity, I told her. When you betray someone in the future, do it more intelligently. That was our last conversation. I didn't destroy her belongings, didn't shout, didn't plead. I merely erased her presence. Systematically, efficiently. Our home seems quieter now, but it's mine once more. People say betrayal is a knife in the back. They are mistaken. Betrayal, they should know, is an emptying of one's heart. A quiet voice near you, gentle, nearby, and deliberate. Yet retaliation, retribution is the piercing resonance that lingers. Clear, accurate, indelible. She painted her deceit with broad brushes. I sealed her demise with ink.